Hey everyone, welcome back traders and market watchers. Hope you're all riding out the madness and having a solid weekend so far. Super excited to share today's weekly analysis and give a quick rundown on where things seem to be headed. Let's kick things off by recapping the wild events from last week before we dig into the charts. So, absolute chaos hit the crypto space after President Trump dropped a tweet about China and threatened fresh 100% tariffs. The moment that news landed, US stocks took a nosedive and wiped out those hard-fought weekly gains, while altcoins slid up to 80% from their highs almost instantly. On top of that, there was one of the craziest waves of insider trading we've seen lately. A massive $190 million exit just half an hour after the crash, while regular traders faced a jaw-dropping $20 billion wiped out in liquidations. Fear is running wild in the crypto world right now. Just 3 days ago, share to take on Bitcoin potentially retracing to $117,000 for a launch upward, but panic selling drove it straight below $110,000. That double top pattern everyone saw did call for some caution, but new highs were just too tempting for most. Where's the market now? Traders are hunting for a turnaround after Trump sent another tweet earlier today saying he's taking back the tariff talk. This could spark a V-shaped recovery pretty soon. One thing's for sure, over-leveraged bets and wild optimism got a reality check. If that manipulated drop taught us anything, it's that a cooler, more disciplined approach might set BTC up for a comeback soon. If you want real-time market updates, hot analysis, and daily calls, or want to learn the DMC reversal spotting method, check out our private club. The bio's got the link, and right now you can grab a one-time free plan for half off and jump into our Discord community. Let's take a look at this daily chart for BTC. It's pretty interesting because we're seeing different patterns emerge each time. Let me walk you through what's happening. First, we've got what is called a fractal array, which is a DMC concept. Basically, we're watching the price move from an area where volume is really tight and contracted into a zone where it starts expanding. Think of it like a spring. After being compressed, it naturally wants to expand. Looking at what's happening right now, we're seeing that same pattern play out. The price was all squeezed up earlier, then it expanded outward. Right now, we're watching a pullback to the trend line, and what's really cool is we're getting a nice boost in volume from both this trend line and this order block area. We're seeing a similar fractal pattern here, but here's where it gets interesting. Instead of continuing down like before, the market's actually pulling back up. If it manages to fill this FVG level, we might see a retest. And if it breaks through, well, we could see this whole price structure repeat itself again down the line. If that does happen, we're looking at a full reset scenario. The key here is to focus on the price action rather than timing. There's also a possibility we could push to new highs from here, though that's a bit more speculative right now. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out. Let me point out these patterns we've highlighted. See this bra channel under the move? And then there's this curve bending pattern underneath. What's fascinating is that this same structure keeps showing up. Then we've got a parallel channel, followed by a volume burst, another curve bending pattern, and another parallel channel just like the previous one. After that, we're seeing another expansion zone. And now we've got this final pattern forming here, too. BTC is sitting right on the edge of this formation, and honestly, it's at a pretty crucial point. We'll need to keep a close eye on what happens next.
On the 12-hour time frame, focusing solely on the monthly chart range, there is a clear double top or equal high formation. This pattern suggested the potential for a short squeeze, which was confirmed by a sharp drop. Bitcoin quickly flushed out all the range volume with a single decisive candle, indicating that long holders were severely punished. With fear dominating the market, there are now very few participants willing to buy. A retest of the central 0.5 Fibonacci level seems likely, although a sudden reversal is not expected after such a steep decline. However, any upside in volume could be triggered by significant news, like a potential tariff cancellation tweet from Trump.
What we are monitoring next is a retest of the broken point of control, POC level, to confirm a possible local top. If the price can climb back above 117,000 with a strong V-shaped recovery, it would open the door for new highs to form. Of course, this remains a speculative outlook. Nothing is confirmed, so it's best to remain patient and observe how the market responds moving forward.